Renee Romeo of ReneeRomeo.com, and you're here today for the best chocolate chip cookie recipe ever. Now, how do I know this? Well, my family and I owned a restaurant in a very popular resort area in Tennessee, and we had people from all over the United States coming just to taste these cookies that we put out of our restaurant. So I'm making these just in time for Valentine's Day, and I'm changing it up just a little bit, not going to affect the flavor at all. As a matter of fact, it's going to be even more beautiful of a presentation that I'll do in this video than I did at our restaurant. I'll have my supply list available on my website in the commentary below the video, as well as the recipe that you can print out as a PDF. So it'll be really helpful for you to take that to the store and gather all of your ingredients. So let's get started. So I have 2 cookie sheets ready to go. They're 14 by 18 air bake pans. Those are the type of pans that actually have a hollow core in the middle, and they'll prevent your cookies from actually burning along the edges. I also have them layered out with parchment paper so that way they don't stick to the pan. And now I'm going to preheat the oven, so I'm turning it to bake at 350 degrees. Now this cookie recipe makes really big cookies. It's great for gift giving or to bring for parties, and if you have a very large gathering, you can even double it like we did at the restaurant. And for that, you're going to need a very large mixing bowl. So I have my large mixing bowl, and inside the mixing bowl is the first ingredient. So I have 1.5 cups of granulated sugar in the bowl. And to that, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of packed light brown sugar. Now normally you use dark brown sugar, and you can do that if you're only putting chocolate chips in here, but because I'm adding colors to this, I really want the colors to pop, and I want a little bit lighter cookie in the end when I'm done. To that, I'm adding 1 cup of softened butter. So this is room temperature, and to that, I'm adding 1 cup of shortening. Now, I really like using Crisco for this. There are other types of shortenings out there, but I think Crisco really works the best. And then 2 large eggs. Now I like to leave the eggs at room temperature for an hour or so before I start baking. It makes the cookies even lighter. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Now the vanilla that I'm using is baking vanilla. It's from Watkins. This is really a superior vanilla. I really love it because it's like double strength, and it really makes a great flavor for the actual background of the cookie. And I'm using a hand mixer to mix all the ingredients together at this point. After 5 minutes of mixing, it's nice and fluffy just like this. Now I'm adding 4.5 cups of unbleached all-purpose flour and 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of fine sea salt, 1 12-ounce bag of semi-sweet chips, and I really like this brand. I think that it really makes a difference in good quality chocolate, and this is good quality chocolate. Then I also have the equivalent amount of M&ms. So there's 12 ounces here, and here's what the bag looks like. So this is the Cupid's mix for Valentine's Day. It has red, white, and pink M&ms inside. But if you get on the M&ms website, you can actually get these personalized as well. So you can order any color you'd like. If you're having this for a wedding or a baby shower or a graduation, you can order these with names imprinted or any color combination possible. So this is really completely personalized and customizable to you. So the last thing I'm adding to the mix are 5.5 ounces of these little Deco Chips. Now they're vanilla flavored and they're hot pink, so I'm just going to dump them in, and they're just going to look great when the cookies are baked. So I'm mixing this by hand with my spatula, and as soon as this gets a little bit too dry, I'm going to get my hands in there and actually finish mixing it with my hands. Doesn't this look so pretty already? Don't worry about this being too dry. We're actually going to form these directly on the cookie sheet so that we'll make beautiful round cookies. And you'll do this until you can see that you can form a ball with it, just like that. So I'm using a plastic measuring cup like this in order to form the cookies. And the reason why is because it's flexible. I could go ahead, fill it up with cookie dough, and then flip it over and squeeze it and have it fall onto the cookie sheet in a nice round form. So whether you're using a 1/2 inch cup or a 1/4 inch cup, you can do either. Either way, set your oven for 350 degrees. With the 1/4 cup, you'll get 36 cookies, and with the 1/2 cup version, you'll get 18. Now, we're only going to be putting 6 cookies per cookie sheet on here, and just underfill that cup slightly so that you get 18 cookies out of this entire batch. Well, there are the cookies all baked and they look absolutely beautiful. So let me go ahead and show you how I plate these once they're nice and cool. So here's what you'll wind up with. This is a beautiful 5-inch wide cookie with the 1/2-inch measuring cup. With the 1/4-inch measuring cup, you'll get about a 2.5-inch wide cookie. So this is just going to sit directly on this beautiful little heart plate. I'm putting it right in the center. Now I've made some homemade vanilla ice cream with strawberries in it. I'm putting a dollop on the top of the cookie. I'm topping it with some whipped heavy cream and getting some sprinkles with little hearts and sugar pieces, some candy pearls that I'll spread all around the cookie, and then top it off with a maraschino cherry, just like that. So this is the way that you're going to present a beautiful little treat for your Valentine on Valentine's Day. But the best thing to do is warm the cookie for 30 seconds before you top it with your ice cream, because it's going to taste just out of the oven fresh. The other thing you can do is you can wrap each one of these individually in some plastic wrap that really makes them stay fresh for a long, long time. This is Renee Romeo of ReneeRomeo.com. I hope you make my best chocolate chip cookie recipe ever for yourself, for your Valentine, and this is really just a wonderful treat any time of the year. Now I'm starting early on my Valentine's Day dessert. In the meantime, please like, share, subscribe, and follow. I would so appreciate it. And please have a very happy Valentine's Day.